We're finally back with more of your viewer suggested challenges in Grand Theft Auto games. This time I tried to beat 8 more missions you gave me in San Andreas and Vice City. Again, you came up with some creative and fun challenges, so let me show you how I managed to beat them.
Reach the center of the GTA San Andreas map from the beginning of the game by beating Bad Info's record, which is 1:30:39.
What edX here suggested is taken from a video by Bad Infos, where he races to the center of every GTA map as fast as possible. As you probably know, the center of the map is marked by a strangely placed telegraph pole in Blueberry Acres. This is exactly the place where I now try to get to in less than 90 seconds. To make this possible, we need to get a motorcycle immediately after leaving the alley where CJ gets dropped off at the beginning. Then it's only a matter of driving skill to reach the field in Blueberry as fast as possible. After about 10 minutes of trying around, my final time is roughly 1 minute and 27 seconds, beating the given target by 3 seconds. I recommend you to check out Bad Infos' video linked in the description, where he does the same thing for every GTA game.
In the shopping center in Vice City there is a car that you can drive around. I always wondered if you can get it out of the building. Maybe you can give it a try.
This comment refers to the Infernos parked inside of North Point Mall, which, according to the sign behind it, is a prize for the mall's charity raffle. It's possible to enter this vehicle and drive it around inside of the building. However, it is too big to fit through the doors of the mall. You may know that motorcycles can be brought in and out of the mall without a problem. Now, the question is if you can somehow squeeze the sports car through the door to get it out onto the street as well. I figured the best way to do this is by using the benches next to Tarbrush Cafe as a ramp and somehow tip the car to the side to get it through the exit. This is no easy task, but on the second car I used, I already achieved my goal. Unfortunately, you are not able to take the car outside, even after going through the door. So, with no other option I can think of, I conclude this challenge as somewhere between failed and successful.
Take down a Hydra with the Rustler in an air battle.
We have probably all tried this before, since the Rustler is one of the coolest airplanes in the game. Here I am above the abandoned airstrip being chased by a Hydra to show you that this challenge is actually very easy. All it takes is one sharp turn and then you're already behind the Hydra. The only thing left to do is use the machine gun to get it out of the sky. This was one of the easier challenges I have done, but still I consider it a good one.
Remember the mission, are you going to San Fierro? In the part where you blow up the helicopter, the challenge is that you are only allowed to use C4 to destroy the helicopter.
Some time ago I had already thought of a similar strategy to down the helicopter on this mission. Therefore I already know how to do it without drawing up a new plan. I bring a forklift to transport the truth from the crops towards the train tracks and leave him there. The helicopter follows him and all I have to do now is climb the cliff nearby and throw some C4 onto the helicopter. Well, luck wasn't on my side this attempt, so I'll have to go again. There are a few things to keep in mind when doing this. First, the forklift has to be parked at this location before starting the mission, otherwise it can disappear. Next, the fences you want to drive through have to be destroyed manually with explosives or melee attacks, since the forklift is too slow and tiny to break them in most cases. When lifting up the roof, you need to be quick, otherwise the forklift explodes due to fire damage. And finally, you need a bit of luck so the helicopter doesn't fall on your favorite stoner after being destroyed.
Night, Mr. Blake! Carl, man, we'll take the mothership and get our shit out of here.
Go get it fired up. I'll finish burning and I'll follow you.
Beat rub out with melee or fists only, chainsaw excluded.
When outside on the mission rub out, you can simply sprint past the guards. Mostly they won't hit you or only slightly damage your health. Once inside of the mansion, it's best to take out the guards in your way, since Lance is kind of an idiot on this mission and tends to get stuck and shot up a lot. Before reaching Diaz, I take out a few more guards to not get destroyed in the boss fight. For this, the baseball bat works wonders in Vice City, because it instantly knocks people down, making it easy to finish them off.
Diaz! I've come to take over your business! Tommy! You betrayed me, you idiot! I'm gonna kill you real soon! You murdering bastard!
Ricardo Diaz also doesn't stand a chance once he's knocked over. This challenge actually turned out way easier than I thought, taking me just 2 tries to complete.
My beautiful house! Look what you've done to it! This is for my brother! I trusted you, Tommy!
Complete every stadium event in under 15 minutes in a Michael Myers-inspired outfit.
In San Andreas with a total of 4 stadium events. 8-track in Los Santos, Blood Bowl in San Fierro, and Kickstart and Dirt Track in Las Venturas. I will try to complete these 4 in a row in less than 15 minutes with the best lunatic outfit I could come up with without installing mods. To travel between stadiums, I use a Hydra jet. 8-track took me 4 minutes and 44 seconds. Getting to Forum Stadium around 90 seconds, Blood Bowl I managed to complete in roughly 50 seconds, and Kickstart in Las Venturas in 3 minutes and 20 seconds. Finally, Dirt Track took me a bit more than 5 minutes to finish. Now, for the final times, only counting the time spent on the events comes up to 14 minutes and 9 seconds. But if you're counting the entire time including travel, it comes up to more than 17 minutes. I attempted this challenge lots of times, got faster, but never got significantly close to 15 minutes. To be honest, I'm not even sure if it's doable within the given time limit. So I researched for a bit and found out that in the downgrade versions, including mobile and definitive edition, the 8-track and Dirt Track races are shorter. 8-track requires you only to complete half of the laps, shaving off more than 2 minutes. Also, there are less opponents, which makes it easier as well. With only 2 minutes and 20 seconds wasted in the Los Santos Forum, I can already head over to San Fierro. Blood Bowl feels easier as well in the definitive edition. On this attempt it only took me 14 seconds to finish the event. Traveling between stadiums is the same, only in the mobile version it's way more painful because hydro controls are extremely stupid, which ultimately made me switch to the definitive edition. Kickstart gives you 6 minutes instead of 4, which in my case doesn't matter. Only the bike controls feel off as everything else in this version. And finally, Dirt Track requires you to complete 4 laps instead of 6, making it even easier to reach the 15-minute target. With a run that had a few mistakes, I managed to achieve a final time of 13 minutes and 36 seconds. By only counting the time spent on events, it gets reduced to 9 minutes and 17 seconds. To conclude, I highly doubt it's possible to complete this challenge in 15 minutes in the original 2004 release. If you think otherwise or have tips on how to do it, please let me know in the comments.
Take over a gang territory with a spray can only. No cheat or glitch.
I chose the gang territory where the game starts, next to Jefferson Motel for this challenge. It offers lots of fences and hedges to give you cover and is one of the more difficult ones, with gang members carrying MP5s and AKs during the gang war.
This no more. Roll him up. I got your back. Look good. Ain't that a surprise? I got a good. Yeah, it's a good. Got this fool.
Close to the end of the gang war, I almost failed on my second attempt. Not only did I use every bit of health, but the spray can ammo I brought almost wasn't enough.
Do the mission, Interdiction, given by Torino, with only an AK-47.
For the final challenge of this episode, we have this one on Interdiction, which I initially thought would be too easy. However, on my first attempt, I focused too much on destroying the agent helicopters, which ultimately failed the mission, as an explosion blew up the cargo helicopter I was supposed to protect. Therefore, on the second attempt, I focused on taking out only the agents, not the helicopters, which also does the job. In the end, the right strategy is all you need to complete this challenge. This brings us to the end of this episode of Viewer Challenges. As always, thanks for sticking till the end, and please leave any new challenges and ideas in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you in the next one.